We just got to the Airbnb to clean it. I have Alex with me today because it's a Saturday.
It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday. We're just gonna clean and answer some questions at the same time that we're cleaning. First, I'll show you how they left it. This is how they left the kitchen. They bought their own vegetable oil spray, even though I have olive oil. I also found these things in the cabinet that they bought. Just some sandwich bags and some chips. And they left just a few things in the fridge. Some Poppies, which I've actually never had these before, so I'm excited to try one. Some lemon lime ones and some orange cream ones. Those condiments are left from a previous guest. I'm actually really astonished at how clean they left it considering they were here for 15 nights. I was expecting it to be a lot more lived in. We already stripped this bed, so we're just gonna make it and answer some questions. The first question made me laugh. It's, are you and Alex always on the same page regarding decisions when it comes to the Airbnb and property maintenance?
We are not. We think a little bit differently about stuff. The townhouse is a great example. We're in the townhouse right now. The floors in here we recently redid, and that was driven by Emma. I did not think it was worth the money to invest in redoing these floors and redoing this room. This bed frame is actually new. These side tables are actually new. It's kind of TBD on whether it was worth the money. I don't know if we've gotten more booking because of this.
I don't think we have. I actually really don't.
Definitely looks way better.
It looks way better.
It's aesthetically a much more pleasing space, but I don't know if that has correlated to more money for us.
And I really thought that it would, but I was wrong, ladies.
We actually did like a whole presentation about it. I had an idea that I wanted to do buy this total dump of a fixer-upper. So I put together a presentation on that, and Emma put together a presentation on this. I think probably one of the things that highlights more so how we think about things differently is Emma put together a presentation to spend like a couple $1,000s on
it was
redoing
$3,500.
I put together a presentation to spend a couple of $100,000
on this actual dump. I think another big difference is our attention to detail and how important things are. To me, a lot of little things matter. To Alex, it doesn't matter as much, and we don't always agree on like if it's worth the time or the money to address certain issues or buy things if we don't need it, but I think it would make the guest experience better. Do you guys ever try to open the locked cabinets or locked doors?
I don't think they do. Honestly, if anything, we give them access to it more often than they try to reach out to say, hey, can we get in here? Oh, it looks like there's a stain on this.
No.
I wonder who did the laundry.
Oh, not you. I need to grab this.
If I did it, my attention to detail would have been better.
Sure. The next question is, do you ever drive by the Airbnb to check up on it without guests knowing?
No, okay, I guess we've probably done it one time, and that was probably on our very first stay, just because we were like so worried about it. I don't remember us ever doing it.
I know we did when we very first started Airbnb and we were really nervous and didn't know what to expect. Like we definitely drove by once. But honestly now, we've been hosting for over 2 years. I don't even think about it. I don't want to know what people are here and what they're doing. It's just best to not know.
When we first started though too, we were doing it with like our house, and it took us a little bit of time to kind of disconnect from that house being our house to now being like a rental property. So I think that kind of played into it as well. Like once we kind of got over it, we were like, okay, like this isn't our house anymore. This is just a rental property. We stopped kind of being as concerned about if a guest would break something or, you know, leave it a little bit messy. We were just like, okay, this is just the cost of doing business.
And now it doesn't even feel like our home at all. It just feels like an Airbnb. Does hosting other hosts panic you?
No, not in the slightest.
To be fair, we really don't look that closely at like who we're hosting. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's just kind of like, it's already accepted the reservation. Like what can you do usually? I get a little nervous hosting other hosts just because their standards are probably higher. Hosts can be a little bit more judgmental. I know that I am when I stay at another Airbnb. I can't believe they only leave out one Tide Pod.
I think this comes back though to like, which we're fortunate in, is like Emma's attention to detail. I think that's a little bit uncommon. I think people are a little bit more like me, like that's clean enough. She does such a great job of cleaning and such a great job of like making sure that everything is like aesthetically pleasing and nice. I would say the majority of other hosts don't do that.
I need to get a different one. This is a stain on it as well. This is honestly so annoying.
Emma hates the laundry. Her arch nemesis with the Airbnbs.
Talking about me?
I was just saying that the laundry is your arch nemesis.
Oh, it really is. It should be so simple, and yet it's always so complicated for no reason. I don't know if you can see that, but the bathroom is like a little bit icky.
These medium gloves.
Oh.
More leftover stuff?
Yeah. Nail polish remover and cotton balls. I like that. All right, the next question is, would we ever move permanently or temporarily to Australia? You may or may not know, Alex is Australian. He doesn't totally sound like it anymore because he's lived in the States for like 15 years, but all of his family still lives there.
Yeah, we've definitely talked about it. It's just a hard thing to make a commitment to because obviously we have these properties here. I have a job here. Emma makes content here. It's something that we've talked about, like when we have kids, it would be nice for them to be able to spend some time with their in-laws. I'm one of 6 kids. Depends on where life takes us.
It's just a little overwhelming to think about, and I have my family here in the States. So we've talked about like moving back, but it would be for like maybe a year, 2 years kind of thing. I don't envision us ever moving there long term, but you never know where life takes you. So I'm not like opposed, but it's not something that I'm desperately wanting to do either.
They probably wouldn't like it if I moved back too because I'm the favorite. I'm the golden child in the family, so it works well for the rest of the siblings that I'm over here.
I didn't hear from this guest very much during her stay, but she did reach out to ask for more restaurant recommendations. I do have some in my welcome binder that I'll show you real quick, but she was just asking for a few more. And outside of that, I really didn't hear from her. I won't bore you and show you the whole thing. So I just have a couple pages of my favorite restaurants here in Wilmington, my favorite bars, and like a little blurb about why I like them. And I genuinely put my heart and soul in this list. It is 2 years old now, so I should update it. I feel like it's helpful to have an actual locals recommendations, and then like the differences in the beaches here, some things to do, just stuff like that. And I get a lot of positive feedback on this little binder that I leave out. I just got the template for it on Etsy and it was like $5 or $10. And I also have a kids guide too that I leave out, more family friendly things to do and places to eat and stuff like that. The stove, microwave, or the fridge?
Stove, microwave.
Okay, the next question is, what do we do when guests ask to book outside of Airbnb? Do we let them?
We don't really. Airbnb's like got some, I think, some new technology that anytime you even mention that, it kind of flags it. So there's a little bit of, for me, a worry of if we do that we would get penalized by Airbnb. Actually, like have what I would think is a good amount of repeat guests, but they just book back through us through Airbnb or Vrbo.
I think for us, it's just like not worth the risk. To me, I'd rather just keep it in Airbnb and have air cover and have support and help. We've looked into using a channel manager before, like Guesty, Lodgify, things like that. And it's just so complicated that we would love to. It's just kind of a laziness thing because what we're doing now is working just fine for us.
We've also signed up for a couple of those different ones, tried to do the migration of our Airbnb, Vrbo, and it's messed with the calendars. So now we're a little bit gun shy on doing that as well because
that's happened to us 2 times.
We don't want a double booking, you know, like we get penalized if there's a double booking or something wrong going on. When I'm thirsty in the middle of the clean, I have a Poppi orange cream.
We want to test it out.
Oh wow, delicious, nutritious, and low calorie, just the way I like it.
You don't even know if it's low calorie.
25 calories.
Well, how is it?
Not sponsored by Poppi. It's good, I like it. I don't remember what I was doing.
Lint rolling. While Alex is mowing the back lawn, I'm pretty much done in here. I actually blocked the Airbnb off for tomorrow, so no guests are actually checking in because we're getting some maintenance done to our HVAC unit. It's like $170, which sucks. So I am gonna have to come back tomorrow anyway, just to like make sure the guy didn't track in a bunch of stuff into the house. So we're gonna go get some celebratory Dunka lattes for doing such a good job on this beautiful Sunday. And I'll see you guys next time. Let me know if you liked the Q&A style thing. I can answer more questions if you have any. Just leave them down below.